Listen, I'm up right now and I'm listening to Nas's last words. Let me tell you how powerful and how beautiful hip hop is. Like Nas' verse on this song, this on the Nostradamus album. Last words. This song, Nas' verse made me want to cry. Like literally, like it put me into so many emotions because he's rapping as if he's a jail cell, if he's a penitentiary in a cell, and rapping about the experiences that the penitentiary sees people go through, the changes that he sees in men when they come into prison and how they leave when they come out. Like it make you never want to do no crime in your life. Like if anybody listens to this verse and visually he push you into this life that you would imagine can be hell, and you will never want to do no crimes or do anything that can land you in prison a day in your life. All young men thinking about taking that street role and trying to play in the streets and play with guns and trying to live a fast life. Listen to Nas's verse on Last Words. When I say this is some powerful stuff, like no lie. Like I'm sitting here because I haven't heard it in a while. Like I remember I liked this song a lot when I was a shorty, when I was a kid, probably like because I went back and listened to Nas heavy when I was like 11 or 12. And I remember hearing this on the Nostradamus album. And like when I heard this verse, it spoke to me then. But as a grown man, now I'm able to analyze everything that he's saying. Like listen to this. Look at the grind, my burnt list from the roach cliffs. How could I shine? Being broken bag of dope chick, powerful mind. We brave men. I blow prison cell, 6x9, living hell, stonewall, metal bars for the guards in jail. My nickname, the can, the slammer, the big house. I'm the place many fear cause there's no way out. I take the sun away, put misery instead. When you with me, most folks consider you dead. I saw too many inmates falling apart. Call for the guards to let them out at night when it's dark. Convicts think they alone, but if they listen close, they can hear me groan. Touch the wall, feel my pulse. All the pictures you put up, it's stuck to my skin. I hear your prayers, even when you whispering. I make it hotter in the summer, colder in the winter. If the court parole you, then another con enters. No remorse for your tears. I seen them too often. When you cry, I make you feel alive inside a coffin. Watch you when you eat, play with your mind when you sleep. Make you dream that you free, then you wake up to me, face to face with a cage. No matter your age, I can shatter you, turn you to a ravage and rage, change your life. As if you get a chance to get out, cause only you and I know what suffering's about. Yo, it's stunning when bed sheets become your woman, and I'm the one that got your weapons when the beef is coming. Maybe one day I'll open up my arms to release you. You'll always be my property, nigga, stay legal. Like, come on, fam. Like, come on, man. Like, for real? How can I forget this? I rob you, put you on my hit list. Like, bro, and I don't even use, like, excuse my usage of the N-word, but I had to say in the context of that line, it shows you how powerful the penitentiary powerful the penitentiary system is, and how it's a trap for a lot of minorities to just stay in a cycle of ignorance. And he's talking about how, you know, how it traps a lot of our people, and a lot of people of color, and they get, first of all, it just talks about, like, I'm gonna just go to the imagery of the lines. I'm stumbling over my words, but like you can see how powerful and emotional and invoking it is. Like when he say, this was the most powerful line right here. He said, watch you when you eat, play with your mind when you sleep, make you dream that you free, then you wake up to me. And I can imagine the worst feeling a man in jail can ever have is waking up, dreaming that he's out somewhere having a good time with his family and friends, maybe his kids, his girl, and he's just having a time in his life. Maybe imagining that he got a nice amount of money and he's anywhere outside of a prison cell. And to wake up and you realize that you still actually in prison and in a cage, like, I know that has to be pure hell for somebody to experience. Now I know there's a lot of guys that do things that, hey, rightfully so, they in prison, rightfully so. But Nas' verse make you want to think about leaving everything street alone. Like what he say? He said, all the pictures you put up is stuck to my skin. He's saying the pictures get stuck to the walls in the prison. He said, I hear your prayers even when you whispering. Like when he whisper, like man, like I don't know, man. Like he's saying, if the court parole you, then another con enters. This cycle continues, and it's still gonna be me putting another person through absolute pure hell. Like again, like Like, I don't even like, again, I don't like using the N word like that, especially on these videos. But it was just powerful. It was said to like show like black men, people of color, y'all gotta stay like this prison stuff. It's a trap that became popular in our neighborhood. Like this, nah, fam. Jail is not the way to go at all. So get that out your mind. What he say? I can shatter you, turn you into a savage in rage. We've seen so many people, we've heard stories of many people going into prison, being nice guys, not even being vile creatures. And when you go in there, go in prison amongst animals, you have to be an animal as well for survival. For survival. Most people you might know in a person before they went to prison may have been happy-go-lucky, and smiling, even though they were into mischievous things, and they become a cold person because inside of there, they have to be like that to survive. You got to adapt to your environment. They eventually, if you into biology, they mutate, develop this harsh shell to be able to survive the harsh conditions that they're living in. And he said, change your life as if you get a chance to get out. Because only you and I know what suffering's about. Suffering inside of the prison. And even change your life. He'll change your life even if you get the chance to get out. If you get out, you still got a record. You still damaged from what being held inside of the prison. While Nas saying being held inside of my confines has now changed the rest of your life. That's even if you get a chance to get out. Some people don't even get a chance to get out of here for the foolishness that they were partaking in. What he say? I take the sun away, put misery instead. So none of this sunshine that you waking up to seeing, you feel misery, cold, darkness inside a prison. I'm the place many fear because there's no way out. And I think about people that's in jail in solitary confinement. There's no way out. You in prison or not around population. People go crazy and then lose their mind. I've heard stories of people being in prison in solitary confinement for almost 2 years. That's ridiculous. A year and a half. Like that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, but it happens. I thought somebody was coming through the door. My fault. But yeah, this song right here, like this is what hip hop embodies. Like this type of storytelling, this type of visual imagery, it's shivering, man. It sends chills down your body. And it's powerful. And that's why I always loved hip hop, enjoyed it because of verses like this from artists like Nas, who paints a full picture and doesn't just he doesn't just paint a perspective of street life being glamorous. This you get you sell drugs, you get the money, and you get with the pretty girl and you live luxurious and ride off in the sunset. He's telling you the dangers of lifestyles that we live, and certain lifestyles not we live that. If you live the street life, these are the consequences of that lifestyle, potential consequences. So it's a wake-up call. Listen, people, y'all got to stop. Black people, y'all got to stop this foolishness. Y'all got to stop this self-destructive behavior. Get on to something better. And Nas has been a guy who's been known to preach consciousness. He's also rapped about street stuff, but he's also always had a message in his music. So I just had to share that with y'all, man. I was sitting here and I was captivated. I went back and listened to it like, man, this is some real stuff. So y'all check out Nas' Last Words, the Nostradamus album. Y'all will not be disappointed, man. Y'all will not be disappointed. Featuring Nation. Dope. Classic.